Hold on. Christmas Eve isn't actually a federal holiday? Then why did 2 million people just get 5 days off? Welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this on Christmas Eve, there's a good chance you're off work right now. But here's what blew my mind. Technically, legally, Christmas Eve is not a permanent federal holiday in the United States. So what's really going on here? Why do so many people get the day off? And why did President Trump just make history with a 5-day Christmas weekend? Stick around, the answer is way more interesting than you think. And hey, if you're already enjoying your day off, smash that like button. Let's start with the facts. According to U.S. Code Title V, Section 6103, Congress has designated exactly 12 dates as permanent federal holidays: New Year's Day, Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, the list goes on. But Christmas Eve? It's not there. That's right, the day before Christmas, the day when half the country is already mentally checked out, decorating cookies and wrapping last-minute gifts, it's technically just another workday. But wait, if it's not a holiday, why do federal workers consistently get it off? That's where things get fascinating. Here's the secret. Christmas Eve is what I call a presidential gift holiday. You see, while Congress creates permanent holidays, the president has the power to grant temporary days off to federal employees through executive orders. It's not written in stone. It's granted by the president's discretion, year by year. This tradition goes way back. President Truman started giving half-days off in 1948, Eisenhower in the 50s, Nixon in 1970. Obama granted half-days in 2009 and 2015 when Christmas fell on a Thursday. There's even a pattern to it. Presidents are most generous when Christmas falls on a Tuesday or Thursday, creating those magical bridged long weekends. But here's where it gets legally interesting. In 2001, a federal court actually had to rule on whether a presidential day off counts as a holiday for legal filing deadlines. Their decision? If the president closes federal departments, even without using the word holiday, it effectively is a holiday for all practical purposes. Think of it this way. A statutory federal holiday is like a birthday that comes every year without fail. But Christmas Eve? It's like a surprise bonus gift, and whether you get it depends on who's president and how the calendar falls. Now, let's talk about what makes 2025 absolutely historic. President Trump has always been generous with Christmas Eve time off. In 2018 and 2019, he gave federal workers the full day off even when Christmas Eve fell on a Monday and Tuesday. In 2020, despite it being a transition period after an election, he still granted full 8 hours on Thursday, December 24th. But 2025? He just broke all the records. President Trump issued an executive order mandating the closure of executive departments on both Wednesday, December 24th and Friday, December 26th. Combined with the statutory Christmas Day holiday on Thursday, this created a 5-day weekend for nearly 2 million civilian employees. 5 days! That's unprecedented in modern presidential history. It's not just generous, it's a complete recognition of the cultural and family significance of Christmas week. So what is Christmas Eve if it's not officially a holiday? Christmas Eve is the evening or entire day before Christmas Day, which commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. It's celebrated by Christians and non-Christians alike as one of the most culturally significant days of the year. The traditions are iconic: midnight mass and candlelight services in churches worldwide, family gatherings around decorated trees, carol singing in the streets, gift exchanges, and of course, the folklore of Santa Claus making his deliveries. It's a day steeped in warmth, nostalgia, and togetherness, which is exactly why presidents keep giving it off, even if Congress never made it official. Quick question for you. Do you get Christmas Eve off? Drop a comment and let me know if you're working today or enjoying a long weekend. I'm genuinely curious how many of you are watching this from your couch versus sneaking it on your lunch break. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe. We break down confusing topics like this every week. Here's what really matters about all this. It shows the difference between law and culture. Legally, private employers, banks, businesses, retail stores are not required to observe federal holidays or give paid time off. Congress only controls federal institutions and federal employees. But culturally, most businesses align with federal holidays anyway because it's become an American norm. Christmas Eve falls into this beautiful gray area where it's not law, but it's become tradition. And when nearly 2 million federal workers get 5 days off, that sends a ripple effect into the entire economy. It's a reminder that sometimes the most meaningful holidays aren't the ones written in legal code, they're the ones we collectively decide matter. So there you have it. Christmas Eve is not a permanent federal holiday, but thanks to presidential power and decades of tradition, it might as well be. Whether you're off work today or pushing through your shift, I hope this gave you a new appreciation for the hidden history behind your holiday schedule. From all of us here, Merry Christmas Eve! If this video taught you something new, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs a Christmas brain teaser, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go enjoy your eggnog. You've earned it. Happy holidays! See you soon.